and I'll never back down. In the middle of the ring is where I lay the smack down. Against all odds, I will always prevail. So when you step to me, it's like hell in a cell.
Greetings and salutations, this is Christopher Daniels. I'm talking to my main man Delzinski right now. Any video game show, any video game channel, any YouTube channel called Vintage Shizzle is indeed hashtag Daniels approved.
Alright guys, Delzinski here, and yes, we're back. It's We Talk, the official Daniels approved We Talk, and also Bagwell approved as well. And I am joined by the returning Professor, the one and only Weeds.
Hello.
Oh, you are actually there.
How long was I gone for? A lot has changed by the sounds of it since I've been gone.
It's all changed for the better, mate.
What have you been doing?
Well, I've been talking to Paul Heyman. I've been talking to Brock Lesnar. I've been talking to Christopher Daniels. The only one you've been talking to is Buff Bagwell because you went on holiday with him, so...
He's only just unlocked me.
Has he? Oh, he put you in the cage. Oh, the cage.
Was it? Well, cage match, yeah, of sorts. And what have you been doing, Renee Young?
All sorts.
You wish.
Oh, yeah, I've been talking to Renee Young, Adam Rose. If you'd seen on Twitter, then, you know, I had a bit of a conversation with them. Layfield's a lemon, hashtag. Yeah, I've been so busy, man. Where have you been? Hanging around with Smack Talks. Forgot about that.
Well, I don't feel like I've been missed at all.
You haven't? Ooh, I'm only joking. Of course you have. Welcome back, Weeds. How could we do We Talk without the Weeds?
Yeah, I was going to say a minute in, I'm already being bitch slapped. So thanks. It's nice to be back.
I'm treating you like Lesnar treated Cena at SummerSlam.
Ooh, domination.
Eat, sleep, suplex, repeat. Eat, sleep, suplex, repeat. Eat, sleep, suplex, repeat. Oh, gotta calm down.
I don't know if you were doing Heyman or Lesnar there. If it was Lesnar, you were doing it far too well. He's not that animated.
Well, the Beast.
Unless he sits bolt upright.
The Beast is a man of very few words because when he does speak, he usually botches it.
Yeah, that is true. So what have we got in store this week then?
So obviously, in store today, we are talking SummerSlam and the emphatic victory from Brock Lesnar. I've perfected that whilst you've been away as well.
You have indeed.
And obviously, we're going to have the Raw recap in 60 seconds. Are you actually going to do it in 60 seconds?
Yeah, well, I'm only doing 1 week because even though I have been away on my travels to Egypt, weirdly enough, I was sat in a little backstreet bar surrounded by thousands of people, literally thousands. And what's on in the background? The bloody WWE Network. I thought they were showing old clips or something because Kevin Nash was there, Scott Hall. I was like, holy crap, how much have I missed?
Was it $9.99?
It was $9.99. I couldn't understand what that was about either. You can see it was all in Arabic.
Had to get that in there today. $9.99.
Cheap
Fucking
plug.
Annoying. So annoying. Why? I hope it's going to be less than $9.99 when it comes to the UK.
I was going to say, it's not really a chant that's going to catch on in the UK, 999, is it?
No, but do you want to know what have the police rocking up at your door? I mean, the worst bit about everything to do with this heavy promotion of the WWE Network is for the UK fans. We don't even have the network yet. We don't get the pre-shows anymore for SummerSlam. It used to be on YouTube. I don't even think it's on YouTube anymore. So I don't even get to see it.
Exactly.
$9.99.
Yeah, $9.99. And they're going for the shameful cheap pop, but even Mick Foley would be, blushing at how bad this self-promotion is. It's literally Hogan. He came out at the beginning of SummerSlam. Poor guy. All he ever gets to do is talk about the bloody network, isn't it?
The highlight was when he came over here to the UK. Was it July time?
Wheeled him out.
Yeah, it came out about the network saying that we're going to get it over here. We still ain't got it, Hulk. What are you talking about?
No, he doesn't even know what universe he's in, does he, half the time?
He still thinks he's at the Silver Dome.
He still thinks he's on TNA.
So anyway, let's talk about it. Let's talk about that main event. Brock Lesnar, the Beast Incarnate, becoming the new undisputed World Heavyweight Champion, merging the belts which I'm sure you will cover in your 60 seconds, yes?
8 months after we were promised.
And as well, the destruction of one Jonathan Cena.
I thought it was a good back and forth bout. I don't know about you.
Oh, you have been away a long time then.
I was going to say, have you ever seen a more one-sided title fight?
Yes, Big Daddy called Diesel versus Bob Backlund. I was actually thinking that's what we were going to get when that F5 was hit, because I could not believe it.
Oh, it was good. It was good. It was different, I would say. I did enjoy the pay-per-view overall, and I thought it was different. And that's a good thing, I think, necessarily for the WWE at this point, that they are going that kind of little bit different way. But, yeah, I mean, what was it, 16 suplexes?
It was 16 suplexes.
It was insane. I mean, I did like what they were doing with Cena, that he just kept coming and coming and coming at him, even when, I mean, poor bloke got dropped on his head a couple of times, quite literally, didn't he? But yeah, the opening up with the F5, brilliant. I thought that really worked well. And Cena, they literally continued this kind of the beast that is Brock Lesnar, the character they've been building up since SummerSlam. And I thought the best bit for me was the bit when Cena's literally just hit him with the attitude adjustment, and he pops up in the Undertaker pose and starts pissing his pants laughing. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, but at that point, obviously, that was my favourite bit as well. It's like the realisation that it's sinking in Cena that he's not going to be able to stop Lesnar. I was
going to say, he set himself up by wearing those cargo shorts for the last couple of weeks. I mean, you can't take a man seriously like that, can you?
No, he dresses like you.
He does dress like me. You've been looking at my holiday snaps.
Oh,
Mr. Bagwell will not be happy with you.
Bagwell in the background posing with the pythons, you hanging off of each one.
Whoa!
It's just wrong.
Yes, that's some vivid imagery you are conjuring up there.
I told you not to go on holiday with him.
You made me. But I did, for the feel, I loved the way that Brock Lesnar went across in the end. It was dominant. It was exactly like the Taker match, somewhat, that you kept expecting Taker or Cena, in this case, to make a comeback that never really materialised, did it?
No, but the only issue I've got with it is how super over Lesnar actually went, because nobody ever has done that to John Cena. And you know, we've seen people get hit with, you know, we've seen Cena kick out of lots of things. Just bear this in mind. Undertaker took 3 F5s. John Cena took 2 and was defeated, yeah? Undertaker got destroyed, but nothing in comparison to how weak they made Cena look. I mean, it wasn't just about Lesnar looking strong.
Was this the death of John Cena, this character in this form that we've known it for the last 10 years?
Well, I was beginning to think yes, but it's clearly not, because he's going to come back again, sounding like he's going to get a rematch here. It's all very strange, because for me, watching, I mean, the build-up prior to this was all about Hogan sort of putting over Cena, that, like, we're going to see a side of Cena we've never seen before. What, we're going to see a weak-ass bitch? I mean, what was the version we were supposed to see? Because the way they hyped Cena before SummerSlam, actually, to be honest, I thought he was coming off the stronger going in. It sounded like, you know, that Cena was going to win at SummerSlam, even though it was loads of talk that he wouldn't. I actually thought they were building Cena pretty well for a big fight, a big match fight, and we got none of it.
I think that's probably the key point you're hitting on there, is that they built it up as in a big match fight. Other than the tail of the tape, this was practically like a UFC kind of feel to it, and you do get quite one-sided bouts in there quite often. I think what we're going to get next week when Cena's going to rock up on Raw is, you got me, basically. In the first 30 seconds, you got me. It affected my game plan, and we're going to go into that kind of game plan stage, I think, between them, and we get a different approach, I would imagine, maybe slightly tweaked. Can't imagine the character's going to change too much at the moment with Cena. I think if he gets dominated again, he will go away, whatever he's going to go and do, and then he may come back with a slightly different version of John Cena. What was interesting on Raw, and I'll cover it in the roundup as well, was when Heyman was speaking about Lesnar after the coronation that they went through, the new belt. I've never heard someone put Cena over so much. And like you said with Hogan, everyone seems to be putting Cena over in this kind of this never give up thing at the moment. So are we going to get that kind of change to his character? Supposedly, hopefully coming after 10 years, because his run has been long, and no one's had a run on top as long as John Cena has in what is a decade. As Heyman pointed out with Stone Cold, it was 4 years. Rock maybe 4 or 5 years. Triple H 6 years, whatever it was. But they all evolved their characters in that time. The Rock changed. He became Hollywood Rock, then went back. Stone Cold tried being a heel for a while, came back. Even Hollywood Hogan at some point, he became Hollywood Hogan. Triple H went through different, from the Cerebral Assassin to he was in DX. They've all had different things. That's the one thing with Cena, is that we've always had this constant. So are we getting teased a little bit again that we are going to get a different Cena? So that's what I'm expecting, is for him to come back, say, I've got a different game plan, still hustle, loyalty, respect, never give up, and he'll get dominated again.
I think the best thing is for Cena to get dominated again at Night of Champions. It's Night of Champions, isn't it?
It is Night of Champions next, 9.99.
Shut up.
I just can't get the network until October over here.
I really do think that if he got buried again, it would work, because it would be time to go away, and then it is the perfect time to reevaluate the John Cena gimmick. It's stale. Do you know what? The new T-shirt just sort of epitomises it. It's all cartoony. It's horrible, and
they just changed the colour in an old one.
And Lesnar is just the opposite. Lesnar is just everything that Cena's not. He's a beast. He's no nonsense. He doesn't muck around. He's destructive. And if WWE are looking to go down a route with someone like Brock Lesnar as your champion, maybe this is a good thing for the WWE, because I can't see Brock Lesnar dropping that belt anytime soon. And what I think about the big picture here is, who's going to beat Brock Lesnar? Because he's been made into the biggest, baddest heel. Eat, sleep, conquer, repeat. Eat, sleep, conquer, repeat. It's basically, I can't see anybody apart from possibly a Batista, or
he's going to have to come back differently,
or a returning Rock. I mean, I don't think, if you put Roman Reigns in there, if he can do that against John Cena, he should obliterate Roman Reigns. And that's no offense to Roman Reigns, but if you're going to make a superstar go over like that on John Cena, you're going to have to come up with someone just as powerful. And I can only think of people like a returning Rock, just because of the size of the Rock in general, personality and presence. Batista, maybe because Batista was the animal.
I think Batista's the natural one, particularly if it sounds like he's potentially coming back the night after Night of Champions, from what you read out there on the dirt sheets. But what he's going to be coming back, because by the time the poor sod left in what was it, May or June, Batista, he couldn't wait to get out there, Bootista, could he? I think with the popularity side of Guardians of the Galaxy, it's going to be a very different feel to when Batista comes back, and particularly how he quit on Triple H as well. He basically said, screw you, I'm not getting what you promised me, so I'm gone. And I think if he comes back, we may get, like we've had the Lesnar character tweaked to become ever so invincible now, we may get a different version, maybe the actual animal Batista that we used to get. So we have the beast versus the animal, and that's kind of what I would like to see going in towards the tail end of this year. I think, as we said, Cena's going to get Night of Champions, probably disappear for a bit. Completely agree with you. Roman Reigns not ready. You could have the Shield take on Brock Lesnar, and they wouldn't stand a chance at the moment.
Mm-hmm. I think with Batista, the only thing I think if he comes back, don't make him don't make him be a proper face. Just let him be Batista. Let him be what he was before. He never ever made an attempt really to get over with the fans when they did cheer him all those years ago. He was just him, He just got on with it, and that's why he would get cheered. That's why Lesnar got cheered against Cena. I mean, it was purely on the basis that, Lesnar's a badass. Do the same with Batista. To be honest, I don't really care if it's booing of Batista or not. I'd quite like to see a Batista-Lesnar feud.
We've never really seen him. Have we seen it before? Has it been done?
I don't think so.
So potentially, I can't remember it. So it's potentially something new as well.
And you've got to think the Authority will be in the mix as well there. And there's at some point, Seth Rollins is going to have to cash that Money in the Bank in.
Yeah, I mean, I think we were talking off air, weren't we, when we said we would kind of come up with ways, and we'll probably come on to this question in a minute with Lesnar. But how would he lose it? Because the only way I could see it is in a multi-man match, maybe a fatal 4-way or one of the 6-pack challenges that they did a few years back. That's the only way. You don't see him actually being defeated himself. You see someone else being defeated, and it may be going that way. It might be to the point where he doesn't even want to defend the thing and he just rocks up and says, well, I'm the true champion anyway. It's interesting where they're going to go. I mean, how long do you see Lesnar holding on to the title for?
All the way out to WrestleMania.
And then you got potential opponents. Who would you have in at Mania, given the choice?
By the time Mania comes around, it probably, for me, be either... If I wanted to go with the future, which they're looking at, it probably would be Roman Reigns. But I like I say, if you continue the dominance all the way up to WrestleMania, Roman Reigns doesn't have a chance. So I would probably go with a returning Rock, Rock versus Brock 2, because the first one was pretty damn good.
Yeah, well, definitely. But the other thing I would say, where do you see Undertaker having anything to do with this? This is the man that took his streak.
No.
Being lined up for Sting, definitely.
Yes, because Sting got destroyed in the roster reveal for WWE 2K15 with just people bombarding him with questions. Are you going to face the Undertaker? Are you going to face the Undertaker? Are you going to face the Undertaker? And all Sting could really say was he wants to face the Undertaker, but it's up to the WWE to make that happen.
I mean, that just cutting away from that. That would be the match I'd potentially like to see, because I wasn't overly impressed with the Lesnar Taker match this year. So maybe having that kind, because it's a massive grudge match. You took my streak, I'm taking your belt. That it could have everything on it. The only problem is obviously we don't have Taker around, and not the Taker that we're used to. I think we spoke about this before as well. It was kind of and it's been addressed slightly in the build up to this, is with Lesnar being gone for a majority of the last 9-10 years, how would the Cena character have coped if Lesnar was there to be his Rock Austin, as it were? Do you think would Cena have evolved? Would this? I mean, because we're potentially this is the feud that could end up even all the way back into WrestleMania if you're looking for a credible opponent for Lesnar.
I think if Lesnar had been around, we would never have got as such a pure PG era. I think it's difficult to do something like that when you've got a Brock Lesnar around. I think it would have been a lot more... actually, to be honest, I think as well, it would have made the Cena character better. We wouldn't have had such a... not commercial, but we wouldn't have had such a, look at me, hack it, sort of John Cena. It's
sounds like someone from Different Strokes.
That's my impression of Grimm's impression of hack it. But, I just... He's never had he's had lots of rivalries, but he never had that guy. They kind of say it's Randy Orton, but
it's not. It should have been Lesnar. For me, always should have been Lesnar. So that's potentially, I can see it being John Cena if they go that way. But an awful lot can happen between now and then, can't it? So it'll be interesting to see what they do with this Lesnar title reign, because it's not straightforward, because really, like we were saying, there's not a lot of credible opponents out there, or already opponents for him at the moment, is there?
No, as I say, on I can only really think of, like I say, Batista, Rock, maybe Bray Wyatt could be very good if you think about how they want to make Bray Wyatt into almost like an Undertaker-esque sort of character. If you used him with Eric Rowan, Luke Harper to get to that stage, I mean, that would be a formidable force for Lesnar to face if he goes through the whole roster and there's only one guy. And you've got to think soon Bray Wyatt has his sort of eyes set on that world championship, because he's done everything else, and he, every feud he goes from, he seems to just eventually get somewhere. Not great, but
there's a lot bubbling under the surface, isn't there? Like your Ambrose and your Rollins, but then, like we say with Reigns, they're all not ready. The only one that's never would be quite a funny angle is that Triple H could just turn around to Orton and say, "Look, you've been bitching at me for the last 5-6 months about the title. Go on then, have a go with Lesnar."
He won't do that.
Of course he won't do that. But it would be funny just to see Randy retreat, I think.
I like Orton. Still like Orton at the moment. Still think the way he's nailing the RKO on people out of nowhere is looking good. Their match was pretty good as well at SummerSlam. Reigns versus Orton. It was a good match.
The couple of
the finish was
spots they pulled out of nowhere with Orton shooting him into the ropes, and I think they showed it quite a few times on the replay. But that they look good, and it all looks so smooth when he hits these moves, and it just looks so natural, and that's why I think Lesnar and Orton could potentially do stuff as well. But then you've got to tweak another character in Orton from that kind of cowardly persona he's come when it's come to any kind of real battle at the moment. And of course, if you want to throw someone into the mix, let's just throw Kane in there as well.
No.
Just checking you're listening to me still.
Unless you're going to go and bring back the old version of Kane, the original one that ripped the door off the Hell in the Cell at Bad Blood, then
you must bring HBK back at the same time, Bret Hart. If we're going back in time,
why?
I'll get the DeLorean.
Why? Well, no. Why could they not bring back the old version of Kane? Why?
I don't know, because I think he's got kind of Abyss syndrome. He's not quite sure what's what anymore.
The only thing I'd say, which will probably bring you on to your 60-second Raw recap, is Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, pretty much becoming the show stealers at the moment. And I would say that Ambrose, although he did get stomped into concrete on...
Is he off somewhere at the moment?
I think he's going to do a film, isn't he?
It's a shame because
he's looked the best. He's elevated the best.
If I was him, I'd be like, bollocks to the film that I'm as hot as anyone is on this roster at the moment. Please keep me on here.
The guy that you thought would be like the baddest heel has become like one of the best faces. I mean, it's just the way his face looks half the time is brilliant. But I mean, let's let you recap Raw in only the way that you can, Weeds. I mean, now you're Daniels approved. We expect you to do this bang on 60 seconds.
Well, I don't know about that. Am I getting a Daniels approved or a Bagwell approved?
Don't know, I ain't decided yet. Still got 50 seconds to decide that in.
Okay. Right. Well, you let me know when you're ready and I will try and do this stuff.
Okay. Right. Is Bagwell there with you?
Shut up.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Go!
Well, Lesnar comes out eventually with Paul Heyman, his walking, talking mouthpiece, gets the brand new WWE belt. Have we seen that belt before? It looks remarkably similar to me. And Heyman then goes on to deliver a great John Cena promo, probably better than John Cena has delivered in the last 10 years himself. Paige, still very weird. AJ comes out during a match, still very weird as well. And Paige has decided she's not as weird as AJ. Kane's gone corporate again. How long was I away for? Steph, Nikki and Brie. I don't know if they're best for business. Definitely based on what they were wearing this week, they were breast for business. It seemed to be a competition of some sorts. And Seth's Ice Bucket Challenge, which was quite possibly my favourite bit on Raw this week, with a Dean Ambrose cutting in with a nice soaking of Mr. Rollins with a, what? It's for charity.
Whoa.
And that was Raw.
Wow. You didn't even have to say it.
Was I too quick?
57-21.
Oh, check me out. I didn't even have to pause for breath.
What have you been doing since you've been away?
I've learned how to take notes.
I've seen that you've got lots of catchphrases now. What's all this about? Breast for business?
Breast for business. I came up with that all by myself. Did you see that segment? I couldn't believe it. It was just like, come on, Nikki. Even John's not going to be impressed by that. Put them away.
What makes me laugh about their actual feud is Nikki's completely forgot about Cena getting destroyed by the Beast, by the Freak.
Well, maybe she's got so bored waiting for him to bloody change his character. She goes, look, I'm going to do mine first. You can just follow. Come on.
That's just ridiculous. I just couldn't believe her that she come out in. She's trying to stitch over her sister. Meanwhile, suplex. What the hell did Cena look like by the time he got home to her on that evening?
Well, put it this way. I can't imagine he did much than laying down. Read into that what you will.
Filthy.
Well, if you've been dropped on your head that many times, you're going to do anything other than lay down? Maybe face down?
Who? Nikki?
Oh. Why do we always go to the deepest, darkest regions of your mind every single week?
Because we're fans of Kane.
I bet you didn't do this with Smack Talks, did you?
No, it was some best behaviour when Smack Talks was here. I did try and get in a few lines, but he kind of like checked me.
You checked yourself before you wrecked yourself, young Delzinski.
Yes, I did. What do you mean? What about Paige?
I don't know what is going on with her, because I really liked the match she had at SummerSlam. Potentially, it was actually more physical than the Lesnar Cena one, because AJ and her, they just beat the shit out of each other for about 10 minutes. But she got quite weird in what's this slithering over her opponents kind of up them. Do you know what I mean? And then she goes into that kind of half kind of seductive pose and then just headbutts the shit out of them.
She's becoming a bit of a creepy bastard. She's turning into the Samuel Shaw of Monday Night Raw. That's got a rhyme to it. Yeah. Coach. I don't really. Do you know what? I don't really like their feud. It's too creepy. It's just a bit.
The matches are brilliant.
PG thought process, yeah. Like I know, obviously, no one likes to talk the PG, but
she's not PG.
Well, yeah, because what is that slithering over? She was doing it on Raw again, and yeah.
Poor Natalia didn't know.
Can't wait till she does it to Renee Young though. Thumbs up on that one, boys.
Dirty bastard. And what about Kane? Seriously, how long was I gone? Did I travel back in time? Is he corporate Kane again now? Is he Kane with a mask? Is he Kane without a mask? Is he Kane with a mask with a wig? Jesus, what has happened to the man?
He's fucking shit.
Yes, he is. And my favourite bit of Raw? Seth and his ice bucket challenge. I don't know if he technically
yes.
donated anything to Macmillan Cancer Research, but he got doused and it looked bloody cold when he got doused. And the funniest bit was when he got the bucket straight in his vest straight afterwards. And that what? It's for charity.
That's so good. Ambrose's face is like the money shot.
Oh, we're back on Bagwell. Disgusting.
Did you see Renee Young just leg it out of there?
Yeah, well, she knew what was coming. I reckon a lot of them have been going through the ice bucket challenge in WWE this week. I think Vince McMahon did it. Everyone's waiting for the Bellas to do it.
She's already done it. She's done it. Fearless Nikki.
What?
She's fearless.
Fearless Nikki?
She's like so fearless. Like my favourite hashtag of all time. So fearless Nikki.
When did No Nips Nick do the ice bucket challenge?
No Nips Nick. What?
I just got the catchphrases coming out left, right, and centre this week.
How do you know she's got no nipples?
Well, she's had enough slips from what I've seen.
Jesus, your analysis has gone to the next level since you've been away. What are you analysing?
I've got a telestrator now and everything.
Right. Jesus. Can we bring back Smack Talks, please?
I'm here now.
I'm back, bitches.
I fought back from Egypt. That's why it took 2 weeks.
I know, and I don't know what you've done with Bagwell for that matter either. I haven't spoke to him in ages.
No, he may not be coming back.
You didn't give him the buff blockbuster, did you?
I did not give him the buff blockbuster, but he has opened a certain kind of club, shall we say, in the back streets of Egypt.
What, blockbuster video?
Well, yeah, it did do videos.
Oh.
So yeah, what did you think of Raw?
I thought it was alright. I thought it was quite good. There's still... Oh, do you know what the best bit of Raw was? You didn't cover it.
Tell me what your favourite bit of Raw was. What did
Oh my
Sandow do
God.
this week?
You did not cover my favourite bit, which was Rusev and Mark Henry.
Well, Mark Henry got double duty, didn't he? He was wrestling the Wyatts earlier on in the night and then came out and confronted Rusev. So, yeah, it was... I don't know. Is he part of a tag team with the Big Show? Because it seemed like they put them over quite strongly, and then suddenly he was like, oh, he's a single again. So they literally changed their mind inside about 80 minutes.
He's the world's strongest Santa. That's what he is. Don't forget that. He's the world's strongest Santa. I'm quite looking forward to their feud because he absolutely beasted Rusev. That was awesome when he, first he flattened him and then he squashed him, and Lana was just like, Rusev, what are you doing?
Putin.
Vladimir Putin. That's enough of those shit accents for 1 week.
Oh, what about poor Zeb, though? He got Rusev kick in the head, didn't he? He didn't even get Lana to do it.
I'm trying to work out, were they trying to imply from Bo Dallas that Zeb Colt has actually left Jack Swagger now?
I don't know. Well, he had no friends, did he? Just a little bit of tape round his ribs.
Did you hear JBL on commentary? What a dick.
JBL, well, you're going to have to narrow it down.
Just unbelievable commentary about Jack Swagger. He's let the country down. Oh, he doesn't speak like that. He's more like, he's let the country down, Cole.
It sounds like Elvis.
It's just...
Hey, Marco.
Look, it was bad. The commentary was bad. He just destroyed Jack Swagger. He literally hated on the Swagmeester, and I thought Jack Swagger put on quite a good show at SummerSlam with Rusev.
Poor bastard got a kind of little bit of what Cesaro got earlier on in the year, and what did they do? They have him lose to Cesaro the next night on Raw.
I would have kind of liked to have seen the Swagger Rusev feud go on longer, to be honest. I was really enjoying it, but I think
it was a really good feud.
Do you know what the best bit about Mark Henry is? He's never going to be PG. Ever. Do you want to know why? Even when he's the world's strongest Santa.
Because he's sexual chocolate.
No, well, he's that as well. But he's also got the most beast entrance music. He's got like the 3-6 Mafia as his entrance music. And it's still got beat him up, break his neck, break his neck. Break his neck with PG. Break his neck.
Oh, poor little Mark. I like Mark Henry. He's funny. Just let him be funny. I like it when he's funny.
Can't wait for Christmas again. I like Christmas, my favourite time of the year. We get the world's strongest Santa. We get the Big Show baby. Oh, it's brilliant.
But we haven't covered my favourite bit of SummerSlam.
What?
Literally, my most favourite bit was the lumberjack match, and Damien Sandow came out as a lumberjack. That guy needs some kind of a push, because he is, for me, the funniest thing on Raw every single week, and when he turns up on SmackDown too. He's actually, I really, really look forward to the segments that he's in, and he's a great wrestler too. So it would be great to see a little bit more of Sandow. I don't know what you think about him.
Yes, Sandow's awesome. I mean, when we saw him at SmackDown in July, Sherlock Holmes. That was brilliant. Who else has he been? Magneto.
He's been an astronaut. He's been a little bit of everything, isn't he?
Do you know what? And I think he is fantastic on the mic with his silence. I love it. They're definitely pushing Bo Dallas by the looks of it, because you've just got to believe. I've done loads of impressions this week.
It's too close to Justin Bieber, and that just makes me angry if I have to think about Bieber.
What, Bo Dallas?
Yeah, I don't want to be a believer. I don't want to be a Bieber believer. I don't want to be anything that reminds me of Justin Bieber.
I'm a believer.
I bet you're a Justin Bieber fan too as well. Actually, I'm not going to mention Justin Bieber because there might be a few fans of We Talk that like Justin Bieber. What do you reckon? Oh, you don't want to play dangerous ground, do you?
I swear, no comment.
I would like Mark Henry to come out to his 3-6 Mafia music to that, and then beat him up, break his neck.
Beat him up, break his neck. It's awesome. It's the
best.
best.
Go Orlando Bloom. You can't have a go at Orlando Bloom. Look what I was reduced to on holiday when I couldn't find out about wrestling. I had to go and read bloody tabloids to go and find out that Justin Bieber was kicking off in Ibiza. Bet you never thought we'd bring that up on We Talk.
What are you talking about?
This is what happens when you leave me with nothing to do and no palatable internet to use.
I sent you away with Buff Bagwell doing research.
He's a big Bieber fan.
He's a big what?
He's a big Bieber fan.
Is he? Is he making a movie with him? Maybe. Oh,
what do you think I said?
You said he's a big fan of Bieber.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Or is he a big fan of Bieber? Did that just click? Yes, it did. Oh,
we're back on Bieber cleavage.
Oh.
Flashback to a We Talk episode from February.
That was really witty of you, Weeds. Witty Weeds.
I've had a rest. I'm well rested. I've been on my annual leave.
Jesus, that was brilliant. Hit that like button. That deserves 1 million likes on its own.
1 million.
It's supposed to go viral. Off the chain. John Cena, whatever. Damn.
It's
I'm flabbergasted, Weeds, that you've come out with such an amazing joke.
Well, thank you very much. I will be back next year.
The Wall of Weeds. I mean, it's good to have you back, Weeds. As I said, SummerSlam was pretty entertaining. I actually enjoyed it. Sounds like you did as well. Raw was good, so we're going in the right direction here. I think everything's kind of ticking along nicely for the WWE.
I completely agree.
So I think that kind of brings us to the end. I mean, had really good fun this week. It's been a real good laugh. Not that I don't have fun most weeks, but...
You're welcome.
Piss off. But it was really good anyway. Congratulations on your on being Daniels approved. Congratulations. I only talked about that.
I know. What happened? I mean, did you have to do some kind of favors that I don't know about? Am I being pimped out next week to Daniels and Kazarian somewhere? I'm not fodder on Ring of Honor, am I?
You are. You've got to go and wrestle against Kaz and Daniels.
I will break out the spandex bulldog pants that I have.
Throwback Thursday sort of shiz going on.
But I don't know. Christopher Daniels, he's like an all-time favourite of ours. This might be even better to be Daniels approved than it is Bagwell approved. We may have to rethink our whole Bagwell approved strategy.
We may do. I think we get more credibility when we're Daniels approved. But Bagwell. Pick up a penguin. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, I do.
Bagwell is coming to the UK.
Who?
Bagwell. Bagwell. Can't do it again.
What's he doing in the UK? He's not looking for me again, is he?
Yeah, I think so. He's coming to the UK in, I think it's October, and he's going to be at Earl's Court for a convention, a comic book convention.
Hang on, no. That's when Erotica's on there.
Is it? Shall we go?
Again? What's this comic book convention he's coming for over here? I didn't know we had comic book conventions.
Yeah, no, it is. It's like the UK version of Comic-Con, from what I've heard. That can't be anything good though, surely.
It'd be like 3 stalls and some bloke with a dog with an umbrella.
Yeah, well, I think we should go and see the Bagmeester.
Get some photo ops.
Pardon?
Photo ops with our master and lord, Sir Buff of Bagwell.
I think we should go. I think we should go and see the Bagmeester.
Let's do it.
We haven't seen him since you've been on holiday with him, so God knows what he's going to look like.
He's got that kind of weird tan where there's just like a vest, like imprint left on him.
Is he still the stuff?
Mm.
Is that meant to be like a really, really good one, trying to imply that yes, he is?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, fine then. Wow.
Be like that.
I wonder what you two got up to. Now he's got secrets and everything.
We're not talking anymore, to be completely honest.
Did he cheat on you?
No. What are you implying? We went on a nice lads' holiday together.
Hey!
He just never came back.
He's probably Canadian destroying some woman somewhere.
I'm sure he is.
Oh man, this has been some crazy shizzle. Anyway, literally vintage shizzle. My name actually was worth a purpose for some point in this video. Okay, so enough of the.
We do apologise for rambling for the last 3 or 4 minutes with complete inane bullshit.
But we
do this every now and then.
But we are Daniels approved, and we are Bagwell approved, and so are these two guys, because these two guys sent me some shout outs via Twitter. I always ask for them. All you got to do is tweet me on a Wednesday at Delzinski, and you get a shout out on the show, because that is amazing, really. I mean, that we even remembered to do this segment each week. But
nearly forgot this week.
Yes. Now this one is this name is very interesting, because I might change it. It's Causable Bark 911, but if you've been smart about it, you could have gone for Causable Bark 999.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Ooh, ooh. Dogface Gremlin. Bark. Get it? Bark. Ooh.
Ooh. Who?
Causable Bark. There you go, Causable Bark. You have had a shout out, and you are most definitely Bagwell approved. And wow, you are going to be the first person to be Daniels approved on the show as well.
It's a great honour.
And as well, I've got Mitchell Lindsay. You are Bagwell approved, and indeed Daniels approved as well. I can't do the B one anymore, so I had to go with the D one. So, guys, I mean, that draws us to a close. Unfortunately, had a very good time this evening, grilling Weeds on his escapades in Egypt with Buff Bagwell, talking about SummerSlam, talking about Raw. Weeds, you got any sort of cheap plugs? Anything you want to do? You know,
cheap plugs. This is nothing to do with what I ate in Egypt. Don't be disgusting.
Oh.
No, I've got nothing to plug. Weeds is wireless again.
Weeds is wireless again.
Until next time, guys, we will be back next Wednesday.
Yes, we will. Every Wednesday, catch us. We Talk Wednesday. The only thing I've got to say is stay up to date on my channel for more WWE 2K15, Crazy Shizzle, all that stuff. We're going to be keeping you up to date with news, rumours, gossips about the game coming out, because the news is coming thick and fast. And I guess, obviously, follow us on Twitter. Follow me at Delzinski, and Weeds is Weeds_world.
I think that's everything, isn't it?
Yeah. All that's left to be said is please rate, comment, and subscribe. Be Bagwell approved, be Daniels approved. And this is Delzinski and Weeds. Say goodbye.
See you next time.
Signing out.